hello again and welcome back. Back on the narrowboat BullockSmithy, continuing on with the ongoing water replacement, the new pump, the pipes and the taps and what have you. And I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update, very quick video today. Please note, none of this pipe work is actually clipped or fixed permanently as yet. It's all very much just seeing how best it works, and so obviously there's a lot of clips to go in. Like I was saying in the last video, you really want to clip this John Guest Speedfit push pit. I'll get it right in a minute. This John Guest Speedfit push fittings and the plastic pipe, you want, I think, looking at it, you want to clip it as often as possible. And so none of this where my finger is all clipped, but I just thought I'd give you a quick run through. So as I say, here we have the new PAR 2.9 pump down the bottom. We've got a strainer coming from the tank. There is the actual tanks are right up the front of the boat. This is a little bit of surplus pipe that I've just put in. We've got a turn-off valve down there. This new blue pipe was put in just prior to I bought the boat, I was told. So I'm quite happy with that. It comes right from the tank. It was replaced. This I might cut out and sort something out better down here, and I might put another turn-off there. But this is there again. This is temporary. So we've got a pump filter, the pump, just a dinky little accumulator to stop the pump cycling perhaps every time you switch it on, although in this case it's so small it doesn't make a lot of difference, but it helps balance the system out, I think. And then we've got our cold feed coming off there, and it goes along and then through, and you can see that going up there to the kitchen tap, and it's onto the flexes that were supplied with the kitchen tap. And then our cold feed comes off up here, and there again I should probably change this. This is a bit of a kerfuffle of fittings here. I should take this straight fitting out a bit longer, put a little bit of longer pipe in, and then there's going to be somewhere there another T-piece coming off down, because here we have the shower pipes. They're still in the old plastic. As I said, eventually I should probably replace those. So that's going to come out, and then a T-piece. This is the hot line. This is the hot water. So that's the top one is the cold, bottom one is the hot returning, and that obviously comes round and then is up there and fixes to the flexi on the kitchen tap. Then if we come round, there again, what has made the job a little bit longer is the pine boards at the back there. You can see I've had to replace all those. They got damaged. They'd been damaged over a number of years. I had quite a lot of steel work and welding done on the boat when I bought it, and they got even more damage, sadly, through that. But it wasn't a big job, and as I say, so I treated the back of them well, and I've got to treat the front of them. So that's why none of the pipes are really clipped in properly as yet. But there again, it's do one job, take a step back sort of thing, and do another job, and it's getting it all in combination. So I can still take that, those pipes have got enough play for me to stain those boards down and treat those boards to match in with the existing, it's all like the old antique piney. Over the years it's gone really quite lovely and dark, the pine boards in this boat, and they're really in quite good condition. I remember I posted on a canal board some pictures when I first bought the boat, and everybody said, whatever you do, don't paint it, don't go and paint over those pine boards or take them off. And I have no intention to. I love it. It's probably a bit dated. People don't have pine lined boats these days. It's very 70s, 80s, but I like it. So those boards have all been replaced right through, and so as I say, on the top we've got the hot, the bottom is the cold. If I get the light, guide you through there, we've got our little calorifier there, which is now all connected up. There again, mostly with the John Guest speed fitting pipes. I have used, and there again, I don't know whether I'm going to keep those on. There's a couple of flexes where it comes around that bend. I'm not sure. I don't altogether like the flexible pipes. I might well eventually, it's very easy to do, just to turn the pump off and drain what little bit of water you've got in the pipes, and I might do that in the Speedfit fittings as well, tie it all in. We've got a temporary cable on the water heater on the 1 kilowatt. I know, and before anybody says that isn't the right size cable, but it's live, neutral and earth. They must be earth, those small water heaters, those 1 kilowatt water heaters. So there again, and that's just to a plug at the moment. We have got a cable coming down, which you can see there, which isn't connected to the fuse panel yet, and there's going to be a separate fed just about there, probably, or even up there, a separate fed water heater socket. So that won't be on the same circuit as the plug socket. It'll be on its own, one independent circuit coming down from the fuse breaker board, which is right up the front of the boat. So that fits in there really well. I'm really pleased with that. And these Speedfit fittings have been really a doddle to work with. You know, I would say anybody, if you're thinking of doing a little bit of plumbing, or you want to re-plumb your boat or re-plumb part of it, have a go with them. You know, we still haven't got the inner coil connected up, where the Webasto will go onto it. Obviously that will come through from the engine compartment somewhere, sort of where my finger is. Can you see that? Where there, the two hoses will come through there and connect up onto the inner coil. So that's the calorifier. Yeah, the system is filled up. I didn't have one leak anywhere, which was amazing. So, you know, I know there's not a lot of great runs of pipe on this boat, not many fittings obviously, which makes a huge amount of difference. So just to prove it, we have got water there at the tap, and that's lovely and warm water. I hope you can see the steam coming off. You'll hear the pump cut in there. The pump is quite noisy, but by the time, I might put a little bit of insulation around it, and by the time the back is on the cupboard, to me it's not, you know, you're only going to use it in the daytime. There, we've got lots of lovely hot water there coming from the immersion heater. And you'll hear eventually the pump cuts off, it finishes its cycle. The one good thing about a pump system, if you have a leak, you know, even a smallish leak, the pump will eventually keep cycling, you know, switching on and off and on and off, and so that's a good indication that you have a fault. And now if we turn the cold tap on, be a few seconds because the accumulator is balancing it out down there, and then the pump cuts in, and as I say, you've got great pressure there on the cold tap. I'm really pleased with that. As I say, that's excellent. That's so much more better than the old, you know, the old system, you know, as I say, and then the pump cuts out again. I'm running the pump on the moment just off a battery charger, because I haven't connected it into the 12-volt boat supply, because purely I want to clip all those pipes in their right location first, and then pull a new. I'm not even going to connect up to that horrible old cable. It's so thin and it's the wrong sort of cable, and I'm going to pull a new cable through, which I'll probably show you, you know, how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to try and route it where the old cable went, try and be really clever, which will probably go horrendously wrong. So that's it really. Yeah, we're up and running. We have temporarily, as I say, it isn't fixed, or it isn't clipped back as yet, but that won't take me long to do that. I've got to order some more clips, and I want a few more fittings, but there we go. We've got hot and cold water back to the sink, and very nearly back to the, you know, I could soon connect the shower up if I needed to as well down there. I shall probably keep those red and blue pipes, as you can see there's the blue and there's the red there, for the shower to the moment, because I think it would mean taking, although I've had the floor up under where this little bit of red carpet is, because the toilet is just at the back of me here, and it's no great run, so eventually I'm certainly going to put that in this Speedfit pipe as well. So yeah, I've had a great experience with it. As I say, it didn't leak, it's all gone together really well. When it does clip back, it seems a really solid job. You know, it's brilliant. You know, I don't know whether I'd use it on a house. that's another question. But for boats and narrowboats in particular, I think it's great stuff. You know, I think it's brilliant. You know, it's so much quicker. It's easy to work with. You know, and the fittings seem to go on well. So there we go. Yeah, I hope you like that. It's a little bit of update. We shall keep coming back and seeing what I'm doing, and I'll probably show you when it's all clipped in and just before I put the cupboard back on and tidy all that up. Yeah, I want to wash all the cupboards out. The boat was grip blasted when I first bought it, and oh dear, they did warn me, you know, that the sort of dust gets absolutely everywhere, and I can still see it in there. Can you see on that ledge? That ledge is black and filthy. You know, it's horrendous. That's obviously never been cleaned because I've never took the back off the cupboard until this point in time. Right, as I didn't explain it very well, and room is such a confined space on the narrowboat, I thought I'd show you quickly how I've been making a joint in this JG Speedfit pipe and fittings. So like I say, with your cutter you line it up to whatever mark you want, and then just simply, it doesn't hardly need any pressure, just cut through the pipe. It leaves a lovely smooth cut end there, and then there's 2 or 3 actually. You then need a pipe stiffener. Now I've been using the more expensive ones with the O-ring seals, which are meant to be even more fail safe with the fittings. So basically every cut or every open piece of pipe, you need one of those. You can get the cheaper versions, which is just a plastic pipe stiffener which just slides in like that, but these have the O-rings. These ones I've been using, they're not expensive. I think about 40p each, which, okay, it adds up if you're using a lot of fittings, I know. And then that, it takes quite a bit of pushing, but that just pushes in the pipe like that. Then you take your Speedfit fitting, and it basically just, there we go, doesn't take a lot of force. And then when you're happy with that and you think, okay, right, that's in, you just tighten that down finger tight, just that end finger tight. There you are. That is a fitting made, and you're ready to carry on. You know, putting another bit of pipe on there. You know, you could put your stiffener in that one like so, and then just carry on. And that's how easy it is to do these push fit fittings. As I say, I think it's critical, as I've said, to get a good square cut, a nice clean square cut so it goes in, because obviously there are O-rings and grippers in these fittings, and so you want it really nice and square in the fitting, but they are so easy. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Please do come back. We shall be working on the narrowboat throughout the winter, doing these small jobs, and so please come back very soon for another video, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.